in this life, you have so many challenges. Maybe you find yourself in a foreign country speaking foreign language. But what can I do? Shall we stop and sleeping in our bed and cry? Or shall we take the challenge and fight back? Thank you for coming. Myself, TM Saud, and my amazing friend, TM Vijay Kumar, an outstanding speaker, an amazing guy, a good friend of mine.
Thank you for having me on this, your first podcast show, and I
Thank
hope
you very much.
the first of many,
That mean you're gonna be my first success,
inshallah.
inshallah. Okay. So we're gonna start our first part speaking about your life in Saudi Arabia. I know that changing place, you came in a foreign country speaking foreign language like Arabic. So have you ever thought to travel in Saudi Arabia and work here? Tell us.
Well, I guess you're not aware of my past. So actually, I was brought up in Saudi Arabia. I came to Saudi when I was 2 years old.
Really?
Yeah. My father he came here in '91. So I pretty much Saudi is like my second home. I've been in Saudi more than I've been in India or any other country.
Nice.
So for me, I'm very comfortable with, you know, comfortable with Saudi, their customs, their hospitality, which I see a lot of, from you as well, in the show.
Thank you very much.
So it's been an absolute pleasure to be in Saudi, and I've made so many friends. There's been a lot of, beautiful memories that has been. I've been here like almost like 30 years now. So
Okay.
except for my college, I was outside, but otherwise,
You
Saudi is
told
my
me
second
last
home.
time
Yeah.
you study in Canada, right? Or
I,
America?
I did in the US, yes.
You did in the
I
US.
studied for 5 years in the US. And then since my family is here, I decided to come back and be with family because I know for you also family is important, right?
Absolutely.
This is-
Without your family, you are zero.
Yeah, so your icebreaker speech, you talked a lot about your father, your parents, how they supported you. So I think it's the same for us Indians also. Our family is very important. So,
Definitely.
yeah.
I remember there is an actor, the most beautiful woman in the world, Ashwarya.
Uh-huh.
She's been in a show, and there is an American woman. She's the
Host.
the host,
Yeah.
and she told her, "What's the difference between the?" She tried to insult her. Told her,
Right.
"Look, in India, you go to your family like
with
that."
your parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What she replied, they said, "At least I don't need to take a permission to go to my family. The door is always open for me."
Exactly. I think this is, something we have common in between Saudi and Indian families, right?
Yeah,
Where
definitely.
your family is family for life.
Definitely.
You don't look to go away from them.
No, that's gonna be a disaster because look, you're never gonna trust anyone in this world beside your family. They will always do whatever they could to help you without needing from you anything. They only need to see you in high, not in low.
I guess we are lucky enough to have family to support us like this.
Definitely.
And that's why. So when I got the chance to come and work in Saudi, it was a no-brainer. I came and I'm working in Saudi now.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I've grown my family now. Married, 2 kids. So it's something that I never had.
We'll come this one to the second part. Leave it now.
Okay.
We'll go to the
So Saudi is not something like as we said, have to fight or it's a new foreign country or foreign language. I'm something I'm very comfortable with.
That's
And,
really make me feel happy
yeah.
when I heard that about you.
So it's been wonderful.
Definitely. That you mentioned my icebreaker. Do you know that when I was in kindergarten, my kindergarten teacher, she was frustrated with me. They told my father, "Your son is having autism." I'm a kid, but she frustrated for my too much questioning. You ask too much, so she reported the الهيئة الملكية, and they told him, "Your son is having autism."
Okay.
My father was, if my second kid and have autism, what to do like that, what happened, why and why.
Yeah, sure.
But when my father asked other parents,
Yeah.
do you know that this specific teacher, she done this to many children because she don't feel good with them, so they threw it out of the kindergarten.
I see.
So you know the importance of the family. They always believe in you.
Yeah.
If my father does not accept what that teacher said, my career as a student will disappear
Sure.
because they thought I'm an autism.
Yeah.
So that's a point where you say that family important because family they will always fight for you.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes when people don't believe in you, and when
Yeah.
if you don't believe in yourself,
Yeah.
uh, it's often your family members who push you.
Yeah, they will let you back to the right path.
Yeah, my parents have been doing that, and they're still doing it. So it's wonderful.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, and also, I've seen Saudi has changed so much since I started here.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
Huge change.
it's wonderful. The way Saudi is they're progressing. They want to become a superpower in the future.
Yeah.
And I see the path that is there for that the Saudi government has set for
Yeah, definitely.
Saudi. So
They do
how
an amazing
how
job.
how do you feel? You as a Saudi citizen, how do you see
First of all, I think it's an amazing, outstanding thing what's happened in Saudi Arabia, and I'm very proud of my country how this huge progress. In 3 years, we've done something that took decades.
Sure.
So I'm very happy, and I see our future is so bright, like this light.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, let's go to a funny question.
Okay.
I know you told me how old are you right now?
My friend. What do you want to do?
You blushing.
34.
So you spent here nearly to 32 years in Saudi Arabia.
Apart from studies, so
Yeah.
yes, let's say 30 years, yes.
Yeah, let's say 30 years.
Yeah.
I want to make you old guy.
Yeah, you can already see my white hair, so it's okay.
No problem.
You don't need to make me feel old.
There's
My
only,
knees are already starting to ache.
there's only 12 years between me and you.
Only 12 years.
I'm 20 pro, so let's get to the question. Tell me the funniest incident happened to you in Saudi Arabia. I know you have so many funny situations because you're a humor guy, so tell me what's happened to you.
I'm okay. First of all, I'm not a humorous guy. Okay, this year is the only time that my humorous speech actually people laughed in the contest. So don't take this is a aberration. Don't take this as a sign that which is a humorous guy. Yeah, no,
Okay,
but a lot of memories from school. In school all we have our
A
friends
funny
and
situation.
yeah. Let's say for one example is that when I was growing up, like the only friends I had were girls.
Oh, don't let your wife see this podcast.
This is only for yourself, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to show this to somebody,
I'm
right?
gonna show on YouTube.
Okay, so I will not share your channel with her.
She gonna like it. Okay.
So that was a funny, not funny, like it's a fun memory.
Okay.
Until I think 8th or 9th grade, like all my friends were like mainly girls.
Same here, but don't tell my family.
I see your father is right there.
Yeah, my father right away.
So you'll be married tomorrow now. Huh?
Don't put me in trouble.
Yeah, so we used to get into a lot of trouble. The thing is that the building I used to stay in, all my school teachers were in the building.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So if anything happens in school,
They will report
my,
them.
my parents know it
Right
in the
away.
evening.
Cool.
So
What's happened?
And so there was one time, like I was in school.
Yeah.
I think like 3 or 4 years old, not 3, or 3rd or 4th standard, let's say.
Fine.
And one of my friends' father came to pick her up early.
Oh,
Okay, and they asked me, do I want to go?
yeah.
I said no, I don't want to go.
I don't want to put trouble.
And then when she left, then I started crying. I said,
Good
no,
boy.
I want to go. I want to go. And then by the time I reached home the evening, the whole building, they were laughing like, oh, Vijay, he was crying in the.
Vijay is crying. Vijay is crying.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
So no matter what I did in school, I could never hide anything. Immediately, it'll be there. Yeah, so I'm sure you also have a lot of wonderful school memories. You're still in college, right?
Look,
So, let me before we proceed. Your college, is it only boys or is it a co-ed?
look. In kindergarten,
No,
it's
no,
boy and girl.
college. Right now you're in
In
college, right?
college, we study together, boy and girl. But look, in the second room, there's two rooms.
Okay.
Second and the first.
Okay.
We are in the first, second. So maybe I'm gonna see.
Okay, in the hall or something.
I like that they came because they have the door.
Okay.
They could take the elevator and go to the second. We are here, so I can meet. And our doctor, one of the doctors, he called Fatima. She, if there is any contest or something, she called Masoud. You know that's you are a good. So help me to make this festival. When we do like this, you know, like
I see. So I guess we'll come to how Toastmaster changed your life later on. So I will ask you about this.
Okay, fine by me.
I'm expecting some good answers.
Who's the host, me or you?
It's a podcast, my friend.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, great. Yeah. So tell me one funny thing that
Okay, look.
happened to you.
My first time, look, I'm, I like speaking.
Yeah.
When I was kid, I like writing.
Okay.
So my writing helped me in my speaking career. So my first time speaking in front of 700 students in high school. Before we go to the stage, they all, I'm with the guy, we two share the same speech. He was nervous, I was confident. We go to stage, he was confident, I was nervous. I was like, yeah, bro, what's up? I sitting there, but I fight back. That's something I can say, alhamdulillah. I fight back. I was like, okay, I'll do like this. And like my friend would he say, and thank you very much back to my friend. And when you go, all my teachers, you did a wonderful work. You were an amazing. You wasn't outstanding, but I lost the contest. But look, you are an amazing.
I think your teacher was a Toastmaster.
Really,
Wonderful evaluation.
I was like, bro, I supposed to speak to 3 minutes. I only speak for 1 minute. It was like, all people, they smell my breath. So what's up?
Yeah. Yeah.
But alhamdulillah, he didn't break my heart.
That's good.
Yeah, okay. Now, we laugh a lot, but let's come to the interesting question. What's the difference in culture between amazing Indian people and amazing Saudi people? What do you think the most difference that you feel? I know you live Saudi more than you live in India, but you know a lot of things about it. So what's the huge difference?
See, as I said, because in back in the day, there was before long time back, there was a lot of trade between India and the Saudi. Like they used to
excuse me?
just a lot of trade. They used to trade a lot of spices and
Yeah.
gold. So there used to be a good connection between Saudi and India even in the past. Like long, I'm talking about
I'm with you about that.
before Saudi was even like a country, let's say, when the olden times,
Yeah.
as I say. So I would say that there's a lot of similarities. Like we talk about family, and then the way of living. It's very a lot of similarities. I would say. The main thing that I would if I have to pick a difference, I would say like is in the way we celebrate our our let's say religions, for example. So if you like, I'm a Hindu,
Yeah.
and the parts where I live in India is mainly Hindu,
Yeah.
and every week or so there'll be like a celebration on the streets. We still
Like a colors or like
yeah. So there's Holi, there's Diwali. The celebrations will anything. There's celebrations. No, except not only the religion, let's say, but also
Yeah.
anything else. Like you're celebrating something, it'll be on the streets. Even like a wedding, people will be on the we call it like a barat, let's say. So the groom or the bride will be they'll be like displayed on the streets.
Oh.
So we do a lot of celebrations on the streets. But I feel like that's something that Saudi doesn't do it like they do it mainly in like enclosed areas. Like
Yeah.
even wedding, like it's in a wedding hall.
Yeah.
Everything is inside.
inside,
Yeah.
but there is something like when they cut the sword and they like this, you know, the sword, this,
Yeah, yeah,
then
yeah.
like this, they more like this. We do an open. Look, we have an inside like here,
Exactly.
and we have like outside a hole. They
Yeah, but again, this is
it's a small, not in the streets.
It's not in the streets.
Yeah, it's a building and there is a hole. Yeah, so I'm with you about that.
Yeah, so that's one thing which it's suppose somebody who's grown up in India like all his life, and then he comes to Saudi. That's I think that's the first thing that he would miss.
Yeah, it's strange.
It's because it's if you come outside, it's very just cars. There's no gathering. But there it is. Every day on the streets, it's just so busy, just so many things on the street.
They need
right?
to reach their work like that.
Yeah, so I guess that's the one thing that and as somebody who grew up in India and he comes to Saudi, that's the first thing he would miss immediately.
Yeah,
But for me, as you know, I grew up in Saudi. I prefer it this way. The streets is for the cars. Please,
Not for humans.
not for humans. Have your dedicated space for your fun. Because when I was in India this time, like a couple of weeks ago, and just to travel 20 kilometers, I spent 2 hours because of traffic. Because it was wedding season, there's just people, you're just stuck there. It was a nightmare.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, but to each their own.
It's a culture. It's a culture story.
It's I don't know what it is, but that's something that's different.
I don't know what it is.
A lot of people from India, they really like if they come new to Saudi, like the first because colleagues and stuff
My
like
father
that.
have been there in India, in Mumbai.
Oh,
They
Mumbai is the peak.
It's a whole other story.
The peak of street activities. Let's say.
The city that never sleep.
Yeah, Mumbai.
That's Mumbai. But Taj Mahal, we studied Taj Mahal in English. You know, when they give us a paragraph to read, they say Taj Mahal.
It's one of the 7 wonders of the world. So,
It's an amazing.
You should visit. It's you should visit India.
I really hope to visit there in India, specifically in Mumbai. I want to visit Mumbai because I heard a lot about it. And Mumbai, I think Mumbai like Riyadh. The street, the popularity.
I would say more like Jeddah.
Like Jeddah.
Like you've been to Jeddah?
Never ever.
Okay. Like okay, if you talk about Saudi,
Yeah.
Jubail,
It's not
Jubail traffic is nothing.
10 minutes.
Okay, the next is Khobar.
Yeah.
Okay, then Riyadh is big.
Yeah.
Okay, it's crazy in
Yeah,
Riyadh.
it's crazy.
Then Jeddah.
Yeah.
Jeddah is like the worst. So
Well-
I've been to Jeddah a couple of times.
Oh, yeah.
I
Jeddah, my father's friend is from Jeddah. He told me, look, Nawaf, if you go for 30 minutes, 3 hours.
yeah.
I think you've been there.
It's very similar to India. So,
I will never come to India. I'm just kidding, not kidding, kidding.
no, if you come to India, don't drive.
Walk?
Walk. Yes, you'll get there faster. Yeah, but thing is another thing is that here's another difference. Like here, you need a car to go around. Maybe if you go to the city center, then you can park and then you can walk around a few places. But otherwise, if you're outside, you need a car to reach places. Like if you want to come to Lulu from your house, you have to walk and come.
20, 15 minutes like this.
And but in India, like whichever locality you are, whatever you need, its walking distance will be there.
Cool. That's interesting. That's the big difference between India and Saudi Arabia.
That's what I feel, because since I've lived on both.
That's true.
If you ask somebody who's never been to Saudi, then they will say, "Oh, so many differences." Or if you ask somebody from Saudi who's never been to India, they will think, "Oh, there's so much." But having lived in both, I feel the basic thing of family and love and respect. I think that's very common. That's not. It's very similar. If you compare it with, like, let's say, the Western countries, but it's a bit more different. You can see the difference, but I think between our two countries, that basic of life is very similar. Yeah.
Okay, I'm really with you with that.
Yeah.
And now we've done our amazing section, Life in Saudi Arabia. Let's go to the interesting second part.
All right. Ready.
Ready? Hello back. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Do you know when my first time heard about Toastmaster, I thought it's a breakfast club.
Yeah, that's a very common, you know, mix-up that people do. They say toast, they think bread.
Yeah. My father is one of the creator of a Toastmaster Kayan Club. So I asked him when he introduced me to the Toastmaster, why it's named a Toastmaster? He told me, look, so when I say Toastmaster, this is a toast master, the machine who make a toasts. They took this is the slice of toast, not a cover. So they took the speaker, put it in a Toastmaster, and make it a good speaker. So they take this figure speech. That's what my father told me.
That's a very good analogy, actually.
Yeah.
But do you know the real reason why they call it Toastmaster?
What the reason?
You know, like in Europe, and
Yeah.
you know, when they have a marriage, and once the marriage is done, and the husband and wife they will sit in front of a table, and the audience will be they'll be having dinner,
Yeah.
and then but the couple will be sitting in front of them all,
Nice.
and people will stand up and speak about them, and they call that as a toast. I'm going. They, you know, they hold their champagne glass and then say,
Okay, I remember that one.
I raise a toast
Yeah.
to the couple,
To Vijay Kumar.
to Nawaf." You know,
Saud Nawaf.
Saud Nawaf, yeah. So
Yeah.
you know, so that's called toast. So it's, as you know, like it's just standing up and then giving a speech in front of an audience.
Makes sense.
So it's Toastmasters. So this is, so that's why it's called Toastmasters.
Okay. The toast and master.
To
The master of the toast.
Mastering giving a toast.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I don't know now, but you know, before, right now, for the speech project, it's all online.
Yeah.
Before it was transitioned maybe like a couple of years ago. Before that, they used to have books, manual books,
Oh yeah, my father told me about that.
and in advanced projects, like you have to give, like, you know, speeches. Like there'll be like the first 10 speeches will be basic speeches. Each speech will talk about a different type of
Icebreaker and try to get
icebreaker, then
language.
body language, then voice modulation. Each speech will have a different objective, like voice modulation, body language, and stuff like that.
Writing with goal.
Yeah, writing with you know, simple words, not using so
Complicated.
yeah, so like that they had. And then once you finish the first 10 basic speeches, then you go to advanced projects. So advanced projects, they'll have different types. Like one of what you're doing now, it's podcast. So like they had radio.
They give me
interview.
the optional to take which
Yeah,
one.
and one of the advanced project was to give a toast.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know if it's still there in the new thing, but yeah. So
I
that's,
think it's gonna be fun if we do it.
yeah, it used to be fun. It is, you know, whenever any Toastmaster used to give this advance, and normally they would give this towards the end of their reaching their DTM one. So it used to be a big occasion.
I'm now in my 4th level. I reached to the level 4, so inshallah after 2 level, in my second battle I'll be DTM, so I'm gonna be DTM.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah,
I youngest DTM.
I wish you all the best. Yeah, why not?
Cool.
Yeah,
Now let's explain what's the Toastmaster exactly. I want to hear it from you because you are my senior.
Are you calling me old again?
Your legs will hurt you.
Yes. Yeah, I guess I am still older than you.
Okay. What's the Toastmaster, Mr. Vijay?
Yeah, it is, like I said, as I explained, you know, the Toastmaster itself is the mastering of giving a toast.
Yeah.
It basically means, you know, standing up and giving a speech in front of an audience.
Oh.
As you already told in our previous session that, you know, you froze on stage to give a speech. And that is a fear that
I need to get rid of it.
everybody has. I don't know who said this, but it is, I think, one of the famous writer. He said the number one fear is death. The second most thing that gives you fear is public speaking.
I'm with you about that.
Yeah. So it is something that has been introduced to allow, you know, give you the confidence to speak to an audience. Because if you see in the history, we remember those who spoke very well,
Yeah.
who captured the minds of the you know, the audience, the great leaders. Why were they great? Not
And you
only-
know that most of them are Indian. There is so many amazing leaders. I know, like Vikash, one of our member, he speak about one of your leaders in India. I don't know his name, but he said it was too strong speaking. His voice was so strong.
Okay.
He can affect more than 1,000 people with one single word.
Yeah, because words have power. You know, you can change a country, you can change a nation. Not India, of course, has had many wonderful speakers and leaders. You know, watched by Indira Gandhi, now Narendra Modi. They all are wonderful public
I
speakers.
heard about them.
And you know, even if you talk about in the U.S., Barack Obama is a very good
He's an amazing speaker.
Martin Luther King Jr. Everyone talks about his "I Have a Dream" speech, even like 80 years later.
And you know, Muhammad Al-Qahtani, the
course,
world
he's the world
champion.
champion, of course.
Absolutely. And you know that in my area contest, I sent him my video. I reach him because my friend, he's working with him.
Okay.
And you know that when he delivered his first speech, he was with my father club.
Okay.
So he was the same club with my father.
Wonderful. So good. So I hope he gave you many good tips.
Really, he gave me a good test, but in a rough way, but I like it. Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Al-Qahtani, for your strong tips.
He's a world champion. You know, he's not going to give you the easy tips, right?
Yeah, I give that tough.
He's going to be tough because he wants you to be the next world champion from Saudi.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
Exactly. So, yeah. You know, being able to speak in public is even speaking itself is a challenge.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, you need to be able to capture the audience.
Yeah, catch the eyes.
Otherwise, what will happen? You will speak, and then they will do their thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
no one is going to listen to what you're saying.
Yeah.
They're just moving around. They're eating their food. You know, it's
watching me on podcast.
Sure. Not when I'm speaking. Huh?
When I speak.
Yeah, so that is Toastmasters. And an additional thing that they're teaching, apart from public speaking, is leadership.
Yeah.
You know, how to handle an ex-com, how to do different roles, what are the responsibilities. It gives you, you know, as a young guy, especially, you're not married yet. You're still going to come out of school.
Father, don't see this podcast. He wants to let me marry an Indian woman. Don't let him marry.
You know, Indian women are very loving and caring, so they'll take care of you. Don't worry. You don't need to be worried about Indian women.
Indian women are good, very good. Yeah, I know because in our club there's so many Indian. Like our new president, Miss Ankita. She's a good woman. A good part. What she say? They call him my good part.
My better half.
My better half. Mr. Sanjay, give him big respect from here. He's one of my DTMs and one of the people who encouraged me and supported me since I attended that club. Beside my mentor, Mr. Sadakoban, and you, when I meet you in my area level, right? In the area when you talk first on me. When you defeat me.
It's not defeat, it's a learning for you.
I learned it from the best, absolutely.
So I see, that's another thing that Toastmaster teaches you, that, you know, take your, everything is a learning. You know, even winning is the learning. Defeat is the learning. And that's another thing that, you know, the mentorship also is a very key value that they teach, like how to get mentored and also how to mentor. You know? So Toastmaster teaches a lot of things. So public speaking is the main one. Then of course leadership, as we already talked about, and mentorship. Mentorship is very.
It's an amazing thing.
It's an amazing thing. Like who I am in Toastmasters today is because of the various mentors I've had, like including starting from my father, my mentor DTM Suresh, then DTM Koteeswaran, if you heard of him.
Amazing.
So throughout my this one Toastmaster journey, you know, I have many mentors. So yeah. So this is a brief about Toastmasters. So if you're afraid of speaking on stage,
come to Toastmasters.
Or if you're afraid of speaking to girls.
No, I'm good to speak with you.
Okay, then
but
perfect.
not flirting. In a professional way.
Let me be the judge of that.
You know me.
But I haven't seen you interact with a girl yet.
You see me when speaking on stage?
That is not speaking to a girl.
It is like a female. There is a female audience. and I look into their eyes.
Sure.
So that's a progress.
That's good. That's good.
He's an evil. He's an evil.
You know, when I was also single, a lot of Toastmasters they used to come and then, okay, let's sit on Toastmasters.
Let's
But
leave it.
people who are in Toastmasters they used to come and tell me, oh, you need to get married. It's good for you. It's good for you. So I'm passing on the same thing to you.
It's good. Let's to be in the marriage life. Let's leave it to the marriage
later.
life.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let's look for people who are gonna attend to a Toastmaster. There is one big hard thing. That's fear. Fear. It's happened. It came and go, but still came. It will never get left. So, what's your techniques? What's your secrets to make yourself less nervous?
Keep attending. Keep going on stage. That's the only way. No matter how much you prepare off stage, the only way to get the fear is to go on stage. If you're not good in international speech, keep doing it. If you're not good in table topics, every meeting attend table topics. If you're not good in evaluation, every meeting evaluate. Yeah. So unless you try, you will never get rid of the fear. That's the only way. There is no other secret.
For me, before I go to stage, or went stage, my father sit with me. I was like this, my legs like this, and my father look at me and say, "Are you good?" I say, "Father, let me reduce." So my technique before I go to stage, I was shaking my leg, my hand are shaking, my head moving, but I let myself. When I go to stage, everything gone. So what I do, I always let my nerves out of stage.
Yeah, so it's the same thing.
Yeah. When you attend,
if
you know what
if you the more you go on stage, your nervousness will only be off stage.
My
But if you're
father-
sitting off stage, you'll always be nervous.
My father, they introduced me to one of his friends, told, "Look, my son is a Toastmaster, and I will tell you something funny about my son." I looked at my father and say, "Yeah." He said, "My son Saud, before he got to stage, he went crazy." His friend told him, "How?" He shaking his leg, he was like that. You saw him, he say, "This guy, he need to go to therapy." But when you go to stage, he changed to a master of speaker. He never shake, he speak with confidence. So when I said that, if you came to stage once, twice, like you said, when you came once, twice, thrice, 5, 6, 7, 10 times, you will learn when you're gonna be nervous and when you're gonna be non-nervous. But there is some techniques that gonna give you a 10%, like
Oh, there's one more thing. Dark chocolate.
dark chocolate. I hate it.
But it reduces your anxiety and stress.
Really?
Yeah. So.
But why it tastes like crap?
Actually, the more also same like public speaking. The more you eat dark chocolate, the better it tastes. But but dark chocolate is scientifically shown to reduce your anxiety levels. So before going on stage, just take one. The Galaxy. It has like this
I like Galaxy,
Galaxy. Yeah. So
but with milk. Galaxy milk, the regular one.
yeah. Not the regular one.
Swallow it.
The dark chocolate. Just take one piece.
Take
Go. It will reduce your anxiety.
Swallow it. Blah.
In the medical field, there's something. I forget what's the.
Dopamine?
No. This it's like when they do research
Yeah.
in medical field, like they'll have multiple groups. They'll have a test group and then they'll have a base group. And for the test group, they'll give the medicine, and for the base group, they will tell them it's medicine, but it is actually just nothing.
Not a medicine.
Not a medicine. So same like this. Even if you believe this dark chocolate will
Help you?
It'll help you.
Look, there is before 6 to 5 years, there is a video for a funny video. You know those people who make a funny video 5 to 4 minutes? We call it
Wine?
Not a wine. It's like a medicine, and the doctor they fooled this guy. They told him this medicine will let you feel brave. It's not a medicine. It's a sweet. Like Skittles.
Oh, okay.
So he eat it, he feel brave, he speak in front of people, but it's Skittles. But he been addicted. He go back to the doctor. Doctor, give me this one. I want to feel brave. All people love me. He said, bro, it's a Skittles. It's only for 5 riyal. Go to a grocery store and buy it. Don't bother me. You
Yeah.
every day text me.
Yeah. So if you believe it, it'll help you. So
Yeah. So I will believe that I'm a good speaker.
you don't want the dark chocolate. Huh? Come on, man. Try it. It's good.
It's good. Okay. Tell me the funniest story that happened to you in a Toastmaster. I know that you don't give me a full information, but what happened to you back in US or here in Saudi Arabia, but tell me something funny that happened to you that people are laugh until now.
See the okay. The thing about Toastmasters is people don't they don't laugh at you. They laugh
Yeah.
with you. They don't laugh at you.
Yeah.
But there's one thing that
Yeah.
okay. So I was doing youth leadership program.
You for
kid-
diet.
What?
There is a nutrition for not nutrition.
Youth
Youth.
leadership program. This is
yeah.
they have it for like kids
Yeah.
from eighth grade
Nice.
to like. So when uh, do you know which cities they dropped the atom bomb on? In the World War, they dropped atom bomb.
Atom bomb. What's one?
So okay, in World War II, US dropped a bomb, two bombs on
to Nagasaki.
yeah Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah.
So I went for a table topics, and
Really?
there's something related to
Nagasaki.
not Nagasaki, like I think like humanity or something like this,
Yeah.
something like this. And I went and said, the worst thing that's ever happened in human history is US dropping atom bombs on Tokyo.
Did you say it in US?
No, here.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, you are safe. Alhamdulillah, you are safe.
Yeah, but even if you go to the US, they will agree.
Yeah.
They will agree with this. But yeah, so I went and said Tokyo and Kyoto, two other different cities, and I was super confident about it.
Yeah.
And I finished my table topics, and I came down proud. Yeah. And then I could see the whole audience. They were, all kids, all my friends, they're all laughing. They said, Vijay, which are the two cities again? I said, Tokyo and Kyoto, right? No, it's Hiroshima.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Yeah, so it's something that my parents they still
They still laugh at you.
I know if my friends from I meet my friends from that youth leadership, they will still point it at me. So yeah,
You need to prepare
But-
your information first.
yeah. But the worst thing that has ever happened to me, I told it in my humorous speech
Yeah.
this year, is that after I delivered a humorous speech and I walked off stage, a Toastmaster came to me and told, "Is this international speech contest or?"
I remember that one.
Yeah.
Amazing work. Great. You do it last time. I swear, you kill me to death. I swear when I laugh. What's up? I say I can't stop. You act. And those people who laugh like this.
Yeah, humor is from pain. So it's a lot of pain. You're laughing at my pain.
No, you are a great guy. You are a great guy. But I will laugh to your pain.
Yeah. So yeah.
Do you know that I can speak a couple of words Japanese?
Japanese?
Yeah. Otosa, okasa, ohayo gozaimasu.
Do you watch a
Oto-
lot of anime?
Yeah. I'm an anime guy. Do you watch anime?
Some, not a lot, but
Do you know Naruto, Death Note?
I've seen Naruto, yes.
Death Note is amazing. Really need to
But
watch
the
it.
thing is that
Death Note is short.
it's short.
Yeah,
but,
it's short. 30 episode, 20 minutes per. Yeah.
Okay.
You need to watch. It's very good. You gonna say something?
No, go ahead.
Sorry, I interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, Death Note, it's speaking about an high school student who suddenly a note dropped down and he said on it Death Note. He said he was intelligent, super intelligent. He grabbed it, say, it's a joke. He threw it, but he come back still in same place. He took it. When he opened it, he write in English the information. He said if you write a name of, for example, Vijay, after 30 seconds, he will die with a heart attack.
Oh, my friend.
Do you have a pen?
No, I don't have a pen.
Do you know what does pen mean?
A pen?
A pen mean?
No.
You don't know? You don't want me to write your name?
No, no.
So it's an interesting concept. So you need to watch it, but don't write your name. Do you know that I ordered the Death Notes? I ordered it from Japan. I have it in my room with the real instruction and everything.
Did you write your third grade teacher's name who said you have autism? Did you write her name?
Her name.
Her name, that's what, did you write
Yeah,
her?
she's a kindergarten.
Did you write her name, the first name?
Luckily, I forget her name.
She
So
escaped.
good for her.
She escaped.
She's lucky. But I will write your name.
Why?
But look, there is something interesting. If I write your name and I write how I want you to die, after 10 minutes you will die the same thing. It's a fantasy, but it's interesting, super interesting. So
Is it
we speak a lot about anime. You like anime, or you think those people who watch anime are geek?
No, I enjoy anime.
Really?
I watched Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh,
That's a good one. And then, of course, Naruto. I watched.
Naruto is good. You watch Boruto? His son?
No, no, no. Because Naruto is too long. It's so many episodes.
Yeah.
And then, what's the one with the guy who expands? Luffy.
Luffy, it's if you say Naruto is long, you don't have the right to say One Piece is better.
No, no. Okay, One Piece. Yes, yes. I've seen the Netflix version. My favorite anime of all time that I've watched, I think at least 10 times, is Avatar.
Avatar is good. Avatar is good.
Avatar, the last Airbender.
Avatar is good. I watch it in Space Tune and Cartoon Network.
It was on Netflix a couple of times, so whenever it comes,
it's amazing.
I watch it.
And look, do you know my favorite anime of all time? It's Yu-Gi-Oh! My favorite anime of all time.
Okay, Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's Yu-Gi-Oh! You know Yu-Gi-Oh? The card game?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah, I play this card game
Okay.
with my friends, and it's not cheap and not expensive, in the middle range.
Okay.
And there's a Dragon Ball. You know Dragon Ball? Goku, Vegeta.
I've not seen these, but I mean they show up in the social media now.
Yeah, it's an interesting anime. You need to watch it. After we're done, I'll give you so many anime are interesting, but I know you don't have the time to watch.
No, the thing is that it's normally like I watch something and then I play it on the background and then I just do my work. But if anime if it is subtitles, then it's difficult for me to watch because then I need to focus on the screen, right?
Yeah, but if you watch 5 to 6 episodes per day, you're gonna 5 to 6 episodes, 20 minutes. So we need at least 1 hour.
Let's once you join the workforce, then we will talk about 5 to 6 episodes.
I worked since I was 16. I don't have a time, but before I sleep, I have an hour. I watch it.
See, now you're your own boss. If you continue with this one, okay, perfect.
I work 12 hours every day.
It's not about working 12 hours. It's about working for yourself. Right?
Yeah.
That's different. It's but working for. So if you continue the same thing, then I guess you'll be fine.
Inshallah, I will work with the company, but let's see. Let you see when I join to work. But inshallah, our relationship as the brothers and friends will continue, inshallah. Sure. And I will invite you to my wedding after 3 to 4 years or never. He saw me. He gave me the look that you are a liar. I dream to be a lawyer, but not a liar.
What are you studying, lawyer?
Mechanical engineering.
So how can you dream to be a lawyer?
When I was a kid, I see my father because he's a lawyer.
Oh, your father's a lawyer?
Yeah, is in Chevron Phillips.
Oh,
yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, in contracts.
So he must be a very good speaker then.
Yeah, he's one of the creators of a Kayan Toastmaster
Club.
Club.
You told me, yeah.
Yeah, so he's an outstanding speaker, really. Great. And now let's go to the third part. Very interesting. Hello back. Now to the third part. This part, it's super emotional for me because before we start this message, I will say it for my hero, my father, Nawaf Nasser Subay. This an amazing man, really. Without him, I will not be anything. I'll be zero. He's my father, and I really respect him, and I want to deliver my love to him. Thank you very much, and inshallah, God give me an opportunity to give you back what you give to me. You are an amazing. Thank you, my father, for supporting me always. Thank you for you to become my father and became my best friend. Thank you very much. I'm gonna start. I'm sorry, but really, that's what come from my heart. Because really, without my father, I will not be anything. Because my father, he's my, he's my brother, he's my friend, he's my best friend. So thank you, my father. You wanna say anything before I start?
Yeah, I see. For any boy or a man, it's his father is the number one hero, and the mother is the number one supporter.
Yeah.
The father teaches a lot of life lessons before we step into life, and whatever we are in the future, it's basically a lot of it is built on what your father teaches you, and your mother teaches you unconditional love and support, and that's I think as a human being, we need to know have both these qualities. How to unconditionally love and support somebody, and also how to be, how to be in this world. Be a man, you're born a man, you have certain responsibilities. Of course, now it's, then the same is expected of a woman also. So it's, I would, instead of saying man, I would say a being, a human person. Because whether you're a guy or a girl nowadays, you both have equal responsibilities and stresses in life. So all of this depends on your parents, how they raise you. And like I said from the previous sessions, like my family is a very big part of me. I think that the main reason is because like of how much my parents have, been a part of my life and how they helped me grow into this human being I'm today. So it's something that I don't feel I want to be away from. Of course, every day to day there will be stresses, and you will want to.
Definitely.
But when you look at the overall picture, I want to be with them. I feel we're in the same boat. We want to be with our family. Right?
You will feel safe.
Yeah.
You don't need look in front of new people. Sometimes you wanna look badass, you wanna look amazing, you wanna be look charismatic, you want it to be look stylish. But in front of your family, you can be normal. You can do what
You can be yourself.
Yeah.
You can be yourself.
And
Sometimes.
you don't.
Not
That's
every time.
right.
Not
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah, but look,
Because they'll keep trying to
push you back.
make you better.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
if you want to be a slob, you can't be a slob.
Yeah, because look, your family never gonna judge you. They will push you to be better, but never gonna judge you. So that's what I like about our relation, like a friend and a brother between you and me. We all have the same culture, a family culture.
Yeah.
So for this part, we're gonna speak about heroes in our life. In movies, there is so many heroes like Batman, Superman, Flash, Arrow. Who's your favorite hero?
From the movie world,
Yeah,
or in my life.
From movie, stuff from movie.
Okay.
I like Batman.
I like. Have you seen Terminator?
Terminator,
With
I heard about
Arnold,
it.
you heard of it?
Yeah, I heard about it.
You're showing the age again.
Bro, you're younger than me. I'm just kidding. Okay.
Terminator 2 was a huge thing in the 90s. When were you born again?
2004.
Okay.
February 14. And Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's good.
Because you're married, you know that.
Yes. But yeah, so you're recommending some animes for me, right? I would recommend you watch Terminator 2.
I will watch
Okay,
it.
yeah, because now a lot of sci-fi movies are very easily available. But back in the day, Terminator 2 was mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Especially there's not too much CGI and stuff. So it is one of my favorite movies that.
Nice.
Actually interesting. When I was young, maybe like 5 or 6 years old, my father wanted to buy a speaker system for the house, like an entertainment system, like for the TV. We still have it now. It's almost like 25 years old now.
That's antique. Nice.
The connections are still cable. There is no USB or Ethernet.
There is this red and
Yes, exactly. You have the same similar one in your house.
we have the wire, the screen. I think somebody broke it.
Okay. So we used to go to the shop where they sell the speakers, and they used to have a special room where you can sit and then they will play some movies or some music to show you the experience of the speaker systems, different speakers. And the one movie that we always used to go and watch in that one was Terminator 2. Because the music was amazing, the action scene was crazy.
If you have good music, you have good movie.
Yeah, so definitely watch Terminator 2, and I really liked the character of Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's a robot from the future, and
I watch a movie. There is Transformer. There a car, big car.
no, it's not like that.
It's
But watch it. I would really recommend. There's like 5 movies.
Yeah.
The first one was it's good.
Yeah.
The second one is the best, and after that it's because I like Terminator. I enjoy
A
it.
classic.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
The others, other 3, 4.
They try to be like.
But watch Terminator 2.
I don't watch it. Inshallah.
It's but watch Terminator 1 and Terminator at least. It's really good. So yeah, he's my favorite, let's say. And of course Star Wars. Luke Skywalker.
Star Wars, I need to watch it. I never watched it. I need to watch. Look, I'm away from movies. I watch series. In last 20 years, I always watch movies. I watch just one or twice every 3 to 4 months. I always watch series because
See, now I agree with you that nowadays, if you see the new releases, more than movies, the series is better.
yeah, series is better.
But before
Movies are
you were born.
Goodbye. Nice to Kevin. Nice to Kevin. I told you you're old man. You told me I'm a kid. All these are kid.
Yeah, so before like 2000s, the movies were amazing.
Yeah.
So watch Star Wars. Of course, the CGI will be ridiculous, but the stories were great.
Yeah.
Watch Terminator, amazing.
Yeah.
And watch it.
Yeah. And now we spoke about the fantasy world, the movie world, but now let's go to our real life. The heroes. Heroes doesn't need to be like Superman who fly. Doesn't mean like high speed like Flash. Doesn't need a great arrow like a Green Arrow. It's just a guy who changed your life. So tell me, who is your hero?
So obviously, as we started the session by saying, our father and our mother, our parents.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a given. Okay.
Yeah.
So just to make it a bit more interesting, I will choose another person because you don't only have one hero in your life. You have throughout your life you have many heroes.
Definitely in your life.
Basically, like a hero, somebody who inspires you.
Yeah.
Who wants you, who makes you want to be a better person, or try to be there.
Or change your life from dark to light.
Yeah. Okay. Honestly speaking, my life hasn't been that, like, let's say, dark. Okay.
Yeah.
I've been blessed to have a wonderful family. Of course, we talk about marriage life. So married life so far is
He's
I'm
not.
preparing.
He don't want to sleep on the couch.
She's in India, so it's okay. But yeah,
I will call him.
so I will give you her number. So I have a wonderful wife and 2 wonderful kids. So like, I've never had let's say dark background, or big loss or something. Let's say. So for me, of course, my life is not like your life, and our life is not like somebody else's life. Of course, a lot of people have very dark past. They have fallen down, and for them, hero means different. Could be like, as you said, somebody who lifts them up. For me, because of my experiences, probably hero is somebody who makes me want to do better. Who makes me want to, looking at them, saying, yes, they're inspiring, and they're succeeding so much. Like, I want to emulate that. And so the person I want to talk about today is somebody who I've talked about in my speech. Is my sister. She's my younger sister, and generally, generally they'd say, oh, the younger siblings. I'm sure your brother will not look at you and say, sound he's a kid. So the reason why I want to talk about my sister, why I see her as a hero person character in my life, because she has the way I knew. No, of course, I knew how she was as a kid. I know what she is now, right? So up till 8th grade, she was a very naughty kid. She doesn't focus on the school, always causing trouble. Kids. Yeah. But I was not like that. Okay.
Lie.
I will next time we come to I'll ask. Speaking to my parents, you ask. They will say, "Oh, no."
I want to meet your father because your father is an amazing guy. I want to meet him.
They will say he was the prophet.
I heard some rumor about your father. I want to meet him in person.
Sure. But yeah, so in studies she was very like average. She, her teachers used to always write notes.
Complaining.
Yeah, saying she's smart, but she's very lazy. She doesn't do this. And then she changed schools when she was in 8th grade, and from there, the first year new school, she struggled because new school, new friends, new teachers. And then, after 9th grade, 10th grade ended, she was like almost at the top of her class. And then she went to Berkeley, in California. It's one of the best schools.
Amazing college.
She's in psychology, one of the best schools for this one.
Psychology is interesting.
Yeah. And then for master's she went to the University of Chicago. That's another big school. And then from there, now she's doing a PhD in Carnegie Mellon.
MashaAllah, cool.
And already she has published like 15 papers, and publishing papers.
It's an amazing thing.
Yes, and she's going to conferences, she's meeting, she's transformed as a person. And when I see that she's when she has to do an assignment or she has to write a paper, she goes through so much emotion, so much stress, and then she overcomes all of that. And ultimately, she has, over the last 9 years, she has delivered, and this year she's going to complete her PhD, and she's going to become a Dr. Kumar. That's the dream of every Indian parent. I have one engineer and I have one doctor. So I'm Engineer Kumar, and my sister is now going to become Dr. Kumar. So my parents.
I told you, Indian and Saudi are similar. They like this.
Tell me the 3 things: lawyer, doctor, engineer, right?
Right.
I'm telling you, there's not much difference between.
My son is an engineer. That's cool. I like
If you
it.
go and tell your dad, I want to become YouTuber, what would he say?
Fine, go be doctor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really, he's cool. Do you know when I done for my high school to father? Can we discuss what's the better? He told me, son, what do you want to be? B. I told, give me just a hint. He said, no. If you want to ask me about something, yeah. Look, they won't, but my parents are never told me.
Forcing.
Not forcing. If you want to be, it's your choice, it's your life.
Yeah.
But I know they want, absolutely, if they ask you, what's your son working? He said,
They want to say engineer or
engineer, yeah.
doctor.
But they will never feel shame about it. They say, my son is an amazing YouTuber, it's okay. My son is an accountant, it's okay.
Okay.
So that's what's the similarity between
These are still
the-
big professionals, man. Accountant is not easy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And being a successful YouTuber is not easy.
I never said accountant. Accountant is very hard.
Yeah.
I do a small role of accountant in our restaurant.
Yeah.
I do it. I told you, it's not easy. I do small. I'm not a huge accountant.
Yeah.
Maybe 20-30%. I already do it every single day, and it's not easy.
Agreed. So yeah, so seeing my sister, she's always
Inspired.
she's growing and growing, and then so I don't want to be. So I see that I'm saying, okay, I also need to do something, with my life. So yeah, so
I'm with you about that.
so apart from your father,
Yeah. My
who,
hero.
who else would you think of as a hero in your life?
Okay, to be here. To be honest, my father took a big part of my life because, every son, every daughter, her hero, her father. So my father he's the guy who changed my life from an average guy to be a different person an interesting person, let's say, because to be an average, go sleep, eat, watch movies, to be a guy who want to develop himself, to do something. My mother always take this part. She taught me and teach me how to love. She, until now, if she called me and I did not reply, she will text me 100 times. Why you don't call? Are you okay? Is you?
So she knows you're here now, so that's why she's not calling you now. The phone is very silent.
She told me, if you be 50 years, you're still gonna be my son. I will call you every day. And you will, if you don't reply, I will send you text every single day. But really, I love her so much. She's supportive. She teach me an endless love. I cannot ever understand because mothers are different. How my mother, she loved me with no condition. She never told me if you take an A plus, I will love you. Sometimes in middle school, I took an 80%, 80 of 100 because we don't have B only in college, so I have 80%. 80% is an average. She never told me if you get C, I will not love you. Even I get C, if I ask something, she will do. So besides my father, which in my life, my mother gave me the missing part, the endless love and trust. She showed me that in life, there is not only a white and black, there is a gray in the middle. You can trust a guy, and if you know him for a year, 2 years, 3 months, 5 months, and you will understand if he is good or not, you can trust him, you can respect him. So the missing part my mother completed. So my God, Alhamdulillah, He gave me the opportunity to have an amazing family and friend, an amazing brother. I'm one of 5 brothers, 4 men and 1 is girl. And she's my youngest. And she's the youngest sister.
Okay.
I always told her, you're my second mother. And she's still 15, do you know that? But her mind is, I think if I'm gonna say she's 20 because she's strong. If I need anything, she will support me. Even if she is 15. So Alhamdulillah, God bless me and give me an amazing brothers and parents who I can call them with pleasure. They are my heroes.
Great. Very
Alhamdulillah. Do you know an incident that happened to you? Incidents that your family, a funny or sad incident, and your family help you? For example, let's say you'll be in trouble, and your father took you out of trouble and helped you.
Oh, it's every day, every day, my friend.
And he said that he's a perfect kid.
I was a perfect kid, but well, I see what you're saying.
I got you. You fell into my trap.
Never. I think they never helped. I don't need help.
Big liar.
Like, at work, personal life, anything.
Give me a small thing that's happening between.
Yeah, so see, my father and I are in the same field of work, like engineering, control system engineering. So if I have any, concerns about at work, technically, it's always difficult. And also, he's the one who, he brought me to Toastmasters when I was 9 years old.
Nice.
So the first meeting I attended was when I was 9 years old. And
I told you he's my senior.
but before you were born.
No, no, when he was 9, I never born.
So 1999 was my first Toastmaster meeting.
After 5 years, I born. Okay.
So, yeah, so even in Toastmasters, as you know, this year was your first time in the contest.
And Alhamdulillah, it was successful.
Yeah, and even though in the division you didn't place, and because we're all in the same boat when we started. When we don't win what we expect, we don't get it. It would be
you feel a lot of pain and because you put so much effort to
Yeah, 3 months for practicing.
to write your speech, and then you fall in love with your message, practice a lot, you get mentors, Katani, right? And then you go on performance stage and it's wonderful. Everyone says it's wonderful, but then for some reason it will place. So you will naturally you will feel it, right?
Absolutely.
So throughout my career as Toastmasters, there have been years where I won, and there have been many years where I didn't win. And it was my parents who supported their, because otherwise if you break, that means if you break down there, that means you will not, next year you will not compete. Right? So it's your support system who, like, the specific example is like my father, they will speak over the night, next day, after a week, okay, we get ready for next year.
For mine, I will complete what you said.
Yeah.
In that contest, Alhamdulillah, I do my best and I feel happy about my performance. That's the important thing. And all my DTMs and all the people, they say you are doing an amazing job. It's your first attempt. You only spent 4 to 5 months in our Toastmaster club and you reached division. That's a big, huge success. And they told me, but that's,
Still feel it. You will
yeah,
still feel it.
definitely. But I take it as a good advantage. So after that, the whole meeting, I either take the first or the second, and I always took the first place in every meeting. Only 2 meetings I took the second because I did not practice well. But I take this as a good advantage that can, inshallah, in the next year, I hope to reach at least 2 districts, and that's my goal. And inshallah, we're gonna compete together, and I will take the first place on you, inshallah.
Yeah, buddy. I'll be the first person to cheer you on. Yeah, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always good to see new people, new Toastmasters, more enthusiastic Toastmasters go to the next level. So,
Inshallah.
you see, what I've learned now, about almost 10, 11 years now, Toastmasters. Of course, when I first started, the first 4, 5 years, every time I lost, it was a big, disappointment. Yeah, but now it's more like, okay, did I try something new? Am I the same type of speaker I was last year, or did I become better? Did I learn a new skill? Was I better at maybe showing emotions on stage? Did I add a bit of humor in my speech? So if you listen to my earlier speeches, I had very little humor in my speech. Even my humorous speech didn't have humor in it. Yeah.
Amazing international speech.
Exactly. So forget about my international speech. It was just like serious throughout, But I feel even in my international speech these days, I'm adding a bit of humor.
Yeah, I saw
So
it.
I'm evolving as a speaker, and that is more important to me.
Yeah, I remember the last time you went to division with me, in the whole contest you took the second album, so you developed in a good way.
So, see, second, first, third, it doesn't really matter. It all depends, on that day your performance and the judges who are there. So, don't worry about the
First and stats.
But I know how much ever I say that,
Yeah.
when you're on stage, at least 1, 2 days you will feel it if you don't lose.
Yeah,
So,
it's fine.
agreed, but then,
I still remember it, but I take it as, how can I say it? Take it as a motivation.
As a learning, yeah. Take it as a learning, take it as a...
And a motivation that, okay, I did not take a place, but look, I reached a division. That's a good one, but not what I expected, but I at least do something that I can say I do it, and I will do it again in a better way.
Now what's the challenge?
Yeah.
Since it's your the first 2, 3 years, it will be easy to come with a speech.
Yeah. I know what I'm gonna say.
After that, you just struggle. You have to go and live.
You will do something different.
There's one thing that Toastmaster has indirectly, let's say, made me do certain things. In our previous how Toastmaster in your life. So Toastmasters indirectly made me do certain things. You need something to speak about. You need a speech topic. If you live a normal life, go to work, come back, eat your food, sleep, go to work, come back. You don't have speech material. So you have to do something extra. So it is forcing you to go and then live your life. So that's I think it's an indirect benefit of Toastmasters. That's good.
Toastmaster, it's not just a club to win champions or take a trophy. It's a club that puts you in a new, how can I say, let you meet new people, give you a goal in life to do it, give you a place to meet new people that maybe in the near future or the far future they will help you in different way and meet a friend and big brother like you who gonna support me and help me and be my friend and be big my brother. So that's Alhamdulillah my last year. I do an amazing job. I met a lot of friends like DTM Sadakovan, DTM Sandra, her wife Ankita and Akidas, and if I want to say a lot of names, I need 1 hour. So and TM Vijai Kumar, absolutely. If you meet a lot of people, it's a big success.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. And this our third part. Let's go to my that part that I'm waiting since first part. He will sleep on the couch. See ya in the fourth part. Hello, hello. He's so nervous because he know what we're gonna talk about. What we're gonna talk about?
I don't know. You're the host. I think we're done. I think we have 1 hour already, right? No?
You wanna run away?
It's tipping time.
We gotta speak about marriage.
Marriage, alright.
Are you happy?
Sure. Do I not look happy?
It's interesting, right? Look, marriage is in. Say something.
Why are you interested in talking about marriage? Are you looking to get married soon?
Oh, don't let my father hear what you're saying.
Normally, what's the age that in Saudi? What age do they look to get married?
Look, it depends because there is some people who are like, for example, I'm your friend, so you told me you have a daughter. You told me, look, it's your wife. So until we reach that age,
Oh, you mean like from the kids? Like
yeah, from the kids, because when I marry one, she will become part of my life, part of my family. So they always, if he likes something, he wants him to marry his daughter, to marry, for example, his sister, because he wants him to be near to him. So sometimes these people say, I don't want you study, okay. You marry together, you study together, no problem. But now in the modern life, you need at least to done from your study, you have a good work, you can manage. But there is mahar, you know mahar?
oh, you have to give some money. To
Yeah. In India, I think the woman she will give, right? I see in the movies.
This is the practice, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But-
changing, but it's still there. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's not there, but
Yeah, but in Saudi Arabia, the guy who pays, and he will be responsible for everything, the wedding, everything, 100%
on the guy.
on the guy. So that's understand no brainer. The guy who will be need to work, need to work for money.
Or he has a rich father.
Why you point on me? We are not rich. You're in the middle range. So that's happened. But sometimes the rich parents they will not let him marry with his own money. He will let him work. If he done what he told, he will give him money to marriage, but he will take it back from him because it is the right thing. If you are my son, I will. That's absolutely not because he's too old. But if you become my son, I'm rich. I'll give you money, but I will take it from you back to teach you responsibilities. That's the right way.
Ultimately, the guy has to pay.
Yeah, absolutely everything. I think I'm not clear about it. I think even her wedding dress, the guy who will pay for it. I'm not sure about it 100%, but I think.
Normally, how much is there?
Mahar, look, depend on the place. For example, in Al Khubar or in Jabal, Dammam, maybe they're gonna be Depend on the family. Maybe from 20 to 40,000, the mahar, the only mahar. And there is some village that took 5,000 riyal, 7,000 riyal, 10,000 riyal. There is some people, like what I told you from my last example, if I like you, I respect you, I want you to be part of my family, I have a daughter, say, look, you marry my daughter for 5 years. Because look,
You took it.
it just, yeah, like you say, because I want you because I see you are a good man and you are responsible. You are not a playboy guy. You're gonna take care of my daughter. So why do I need to take 100,000, 50,000 from you? So some parents say that, give me this one. This is the mahar. But other time, because some young people are not responsible, but if he pay 40,000 or 30,000 as a mahar, he will never think to do something wrong because if happen divorce, there is mahar and there is other thing I forget how to call, but there is money he will pay to the woman because normally a guy who will work, not a woman. So if I divorce her and she have a kids, how is she gonna afford them? And it's better for people to don't take marriage as a game. Marriage is a life. So mahar is a good thing and it's help other people. But for my opinion, don't take 100,000 riyal, please.
There are people who ask 100,000.
There is a woman who married for $15 million, but she divorced after 2 months.
Yeah, well, she has $15 million now. She can,
She's a pretty woman.
but
Depend.
I heard that women cannot do the divorce. Like, only the man can. Is it correct? Or,
She's what?
like the woman cannot divorce. Like only the man can. Is this correct? Or,
Yeah, it's correct. The woman, she can't go to the court and told him, I want to make khul. What does it mean khul? I don't want him. She give the reason. The judge tried to don't let her stop because, marriage is a life. You have kids. If they divorce, the kids can have a problem. So he tried. But for example, if I marry a woman and I'm a bad guy, I always punch her. I always told her bad word. I did not respect her. Did not give her money. She go to court. Mr. Judge, I don't want him. He do this, and she give evidence. And he will make a difference with us. But this whole, she need to pay something. Need to pay half of the mahar. I'm not sure, but I think half of the mahar. And every gift like that, she will return to me. Because some, why? Look, always must be a hard thing. Because if I make everything simple, there's gonna be a chaos. For example, if I say all mahar are 5 riyal, I will marry today, I will divorce next day, and I will marry another woman. Okay, this lady, what's her problem? So everything have equality. It's good, it's bad. And why only man he can divorce is if I marry a woman and told him you are a talib, you are divorced. Why? Because biologically and everything, man are logically, women are emotionally. So if woman, she told me, give me this fork, and I say, I don't want to give you I don't want to give you. She said, you are divorced. And normally, after 1 hour, I divorced you, I don't want it. She's emotional, but man logic. If your wife come to you, you're laughing because it happens. Sometimes your wife, it doesn't make sense sometimes. Give you something unacceptable. So sometimes she let me speak because don't go to trouble.
yeah, I see. Yeah, I get where you're coming from. But yeah, even in India, like divorce is it's a hard thing. Like, it's not that easy. Because a couple wants to get divorced, the court will tell you for at least for 1 year to go for marriage counseling. So it's not easy. So I think it's a good thing that
But
I think the main thing for having a good marriage is that both the man and the woman, they have to adjust.
Yeah.
So you cannot get everything. You cannot expect to have everything that you want to be your way,
Yeah.
and she cannot expect everything to be her way. As long as you find somebody, and
They understand when you understand her.
yeah, that's all matters.
Uh, we have a clear idea about marriage and how that's gonna happen, and divorce is a bad thing. At least don't try to do it. Always try to understand your wife. But now I see on social media the new influencer, the people have 100,000 followers, 1 million. Some of them are speaking like marriage is an old fashioned. Don't marriage. Don't do that. Why you do that? It's an old fashioned. Be modern, be like that. That's not sense. It doesn't make any sense. What do you think about that situation?
To each their own. If they're not happy with marriage, you should not force them to get married. Because it's the life of two people and also their family. So if they don't believe in marriage, we shouldn't force them to get married.
Absolutely.
I believe in marriage. I think you believe in marriage.
Absolutely.
In fact, marriage is good for us. But if you don't, because see, you see the whole world, there are many different cultures who have different concept of living. There are some cultures where remote location it's not common. I mean, it's not.
What do you mean by remote location?
It may be like an island or in somewhere, some hill. They call, what you can say, like native people.
Yeah.
Still, they're not part of the day-to-day world. They're not going to job. They're still living with nature. They have different customs than marriage. Like there are people where, okay, of course, like where one man has many wives. So
Yeah.
like here in Saudi.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, there are where like, one woman has many husbands.
Yeah.
This is also there.
Yeah, it's I heard about this.
Yeah, and also there's places where or customs where there's it's not only two people, it's like multiple people, two men, two wives, and living together.
Ah, okay. Like two couples live in the same place.
No, they're not a couple. They are one, like it's two men, two wives, all.
Ah, you mean those? Yeah.
Yeah, so
Don't,
basically,
don't speak about them.
there's some of that. I'm
They
saying.
don't speak about them.
No, I'm saying this is like they're not two men or two men. I'm saying the men and women. There's four people. Let's say in that marriage.
Ah, you mean like they live in the same house as a friend?
As not as
Roommates?
no, no, as married people. Let's say.
Ah, yeah, I get you. Sorry, I do not get it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So there is no one right way of living.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
I think it's different.
yeah, absolutely. I'm with you about that. And because I heard that guy who said like, my team marriage, she always in trouble. Okay, I understand he have a terrible try, but there is, like you said, there is no one right. There's so many right. There's bad or right, and you need to manage. Maybe you'll have bad situation, but other people he was happy. But it's your responsible to understand, as a man or woman, who is the guy who is the human being who do the wrong thing, and he tried to fix it because I'm a husband, for example. I do not expect to be the right always. If she's my wife, she don't expect her to be always right. Sometimes you're gonna have a fight, agreement, but we need to understand each other because, like you said, it's my partner. I need to understand her,
You better have.
my better half. Big respect for my future wife. That I never meet her, and I certainly never meet her.
You have it better. How would I meet her? Maybe when you invite me to your wedding. Even then, I cannot meet her, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. She will wear the
Yeah. So.
Yeah, absolutely. But
Even in your marriage, you don't have it in the same. They will be separate. Like
yeah,
women will be separate.
yeah, because to make the woman take their comfort
Yeah.
and the man take.
I have attended one Saudi wedding.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, all the guys I want to enjoy.
With
There is a marriage hall close by. Sometimes I hear the gunshot. Is it allowed?
I'm not sure about it, but something. But maybe they ask the police and told them, "Can we just one or twice?" If they take permission, it's okay.
Okay.
But it's a way for celebration.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And in Saudi Arabia, it's so many villages, like it's very from me. And there is an Utaibi and a Shamari and those. So each of those, they have their own for celebration. And it's understandable for all. But in Jubail, it's a modern city, so this thing
It's not common. I mean, sometimes, but
it's common. Yeah, it's common. It's happening, but not always because in Jubail, it's not like in the village.
No, no, I mean, I'm saying it's probably common in the village, but it's not common in the village.
Yeah, they need to take permission. Yeah, I think they need to take permission because it's gonna terrify people who doesn't know. They will run away. They will leave all this stuff. Okay. Let's come to the tricky situation and tricky question. If you have Mr. Vijay Kumar, TM Vijay Kumar, the choice to marry again, would you choose the same partner?
Do I know about this person or I have no idea about my current wife?
You are single. You already try marriage, and you already try marriage.
Yeah.
So imagine yourself in imaginary way
Yeah.
that you are single, you never married, but you know that you already married, and you know what's marriage, and you know the person that you married, and you have it too. So would you marry her again, or pick another partner?
Sure. I'm very happy. So yeah. I don't know. I need to ask her if she.
He passes.
I need to ask her if she would marry me. I don't know. That's the tricky question. But yeah, sure. I'm very happy.
Oh, Miss Kumar, he's a loyal husband. Oh, I thought that I got you, but you.
It's been wonderful. So, no worries.
No worries.
No, no regrets.
Oh, he said
No,
regrets.
no regrets.
I want to put you
No,
down.
no regrets.
No. I swear to God, he said no. Please don't put him in the couch. Let him sleep nicely. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah.
So thank you, Mr. Vijay, for accepting my come here to be my guest in my podcast. Thank you very much. And it was a wonderful 1 hour. It's an amazing, really. I don't know how the time fly like this. We don't feel like that. I think because we are friends and brothers, so we like a regular conversation between me and you. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for having me. You called me and told me that I want to do a podcast, and then you said 60 minutes. I was like, wow, 60 minutes. What are we going to speak for 60 minutes? And then it looks like it's good. So
Absolutely.
it's good to have this conversation with you, and I hope this is the start of many more.
Inshallah, that's my goal.
And when you get 1 million subscribers, don't forget your first video. Share some commission.
It will be a celebration of 1 million. You're gonna be with me. With the same video. The first video.
But that time you will have the setup, the mic, and
Oh, everything. Now we just make our situation with this one. But inshallah, we're gonna go to have a place we can record, and maybe in other podcasts we can have you again with other guests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids. Why not?
Sure. Sounds good. All right, buddy. Thank you.
I'm very happy. Thank you for you. Absolutely, not for me. You came here and helped me. So thank you for you.